Apple is once again exploring something. And if you have followed this company for more than 5 minutes, you know that when Apple says they are exploring a concept, it usually means one of three things. 1, it is happening and it's going to change the world. 2, they have been secretly doing it in a basement for 5 years and we just found out. Or 3, it is a cool idea that will never, ever leave the internal PowerPoint presentation. But this time, the idea on the table is the iPhone Flip. We're talking about a square, clamshell-style foldable that would go toe-to-toe with the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip and the Motorola Razr. And honestly, the more I sit here and think about this, the more interesting it gets. Even if the idea of bending my phone in half doesn't immediately make me want to throw my credit card at the screen. Before we dive into the nerdy details, though, I have to call you guys out for a second. About 90% of you watching this right now, you aren't subscribed, which is wild, considering how much you clearly love unhinged Apple speculation. So, do me a huge favor. Tap that button. It helps the channel, and it makes sure you don't miss the next big leak. Okay, guilt trip over. Let's talk foldables. According to the legendary Mark Gurman over at Bloomberg, Apple is actively working on this clamshell device. But, and this is a massive but, it likely won't be the first foldable we see. The current game plan seems to be a book-style device first. You know the type, the one that opens up like a tablet, similar to the Galaxy Z Fold. That massive hybrid device is expected to land first, potentially as soon as September of this year. This actually tells us a lot about Apple's psychology here. They aren't just throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. They aren't trying to flood the market with 5 different shapes and sizes. They want one clear, flagship foldable to test the waters. They want to see if you, the normal user, actually care about bending screens before they commit to a whole lineup. Gurman even made it clear that the iPhone Flip is far from guaranteed. It is being discussed. It is being prototyped, but it is not locked in stone. Now, I'll just put this out there early so you know my bias. I am not massively excited by the clamshell form factor on its own. That isn't me being a hater. It is just how I use technology. For me, the whole point of a foldable is to get more screen. I want a tablet that fits in my pocket. I want real multitasking. I want to watch YouTube videos without squinting. That is why the big iPhone Fold makes sense to me. A 7.7-inch display running iOS? That sounds spicy. But a regular iPhone that just folds in half to get smaller? It is clever. It is neat. But does it change my life? Not really. It just makes a bulge in my pocket slightly thicker and shorter. Visual, cinematic shots of the iPhone 12 mini and 13 mini. Maybe with a halo effect. However, I think I might be wrong, because I think this device could solve a problem that Apple has been ignoring for years. Let's talk about the iPhone mini. There's a very loud, very dedicated group of you who still worship the iPhone 13 mini. You talk about it with the kind of reverence people usually save for religious artifacts or the headphone jack. But the reality is the mini didn't sell. The numbers were bad, and the experiment died. But a clamshell iPhone? In a weird way, this could be the spiritual successor to the Mini. Think about it. On the outside, you have this tiny, compact square. It is easy to hold. It fits in those tiny pockets in women's jeans that usually can't fit anything. It is lightweight. But then, you flip it open, and suddenly you have a full-size screen that really is the best of both worlds. You get the portability of the Mini without sacrificing the screen real estate of the standard iPhone. And let's talk about that outer screen for a second. If Apple does this, they aren't just going to slap a tiny screen on the front and call it a day. They're going to over-engineer the software like crazy. We saw what they did with the dynamic island. They took a hole in the screen, literally a defect, and turned it into a feature that people love. I bet they would do the same thing here. The front display wouldn't just be a shrunken iOS. It would be a dedicated space for widgets, music controls, quick replies, and maybe even live activities. Apple is really good at making the hardware adapt to you, rather than forcing you to adapt to the hardware. There's also a massive competitive angle here. Right now, if you want a cool foldable phone, you have to go to Android. You have to buy a Samsung or a Motorola. And for a lot of people, that is a deal breaker. They don't want to leave the walled garden. They don't want to lose iMessage. They don't want to lose AirDrop. They don't want to explain to their family why their text bubbles are green. If Apple releases an iPhone Flip, it instantly becomes the default option for millions of people. It normalizes the technology overnight. Suddenly, foldables aren't just for tech nerds. They are for your sister, your dad, and your cool aunt. When Apple enters a category, the category matures. Prices eventually come down. Developers actually start building apps for these weird aspect ratios. The whole industry wins if Apple commits to this. There's also a vibe factor here. I think the big iPhone Fold, the book-style one, is going to be a pro device. It will probably come in boring colors like space black and titanium gray, because it is for serious business people doing serious business things. But the Flip? The Flip could be the fun iPhone. I can imagine this coming in vibrant colors. Pastels. Two-tone finishes. It brings the personality back to the hardware in a way we haven't seen since the iPhone 5C. Of course, none of this is guaranteed. Gurman was very clear. This might never see the light of day. Apple is terrified of releasing a bad product. Foldables have issues. The screens can scratch easily. The crease in the middle is annoying. The battery life is usually worse because the phone is split in two. Apple is famously unwilling to ship something unless it is perfect. Sometimes that patience pays off, and sometimes it means they arrive late to the party. With foldables, it feels like they're trying very hard to arrive right, rather than just arriving first. If the foldable iPhone lands this year and actually delivers on the promise, that opens the door. If it flops, the Flip probably dies quietly behind the scenes, and we never hear about it again. So, where does that leave us? For me, the iPhone Flip is a fascinating what-if. It isn't the foldable I am personally waiting for. Give me that giant iPad in my pocket any day. But it might be the one that brings the most people back into the conversation. It could be the modern iPhone mini. It could be Apple's way of testing how flexible iOS can really be. Or it could remain a cool prototype sitting in a vault in Cupertino. But I want to know what you guys think. Are you Team Fold or Team Flip? Would you actually buy a clamshell iPhone? Or are you worried about the screen breaking in 6 months? Let me know in the comments because I have a feeling this debate is only just getting started.